roll out of the house with sweat. What is even sweat safe? Okay, so for those that don't know, I'm Nigerian, right? And there's this, dress that's quote unquote, they say bush people. Anyway, I mean, I dress in some Ankara dresses, just free dresses that if I wear it, I'm looking like somebody's grandma. Hi everyone, Temi here, T-E-M-I. Welcome to Temi's Beautiful Thoughts. So today we're going to be doing these two looks, Valentine themed looks. I did one more dramatic and another one a bit more simpler for those of you that want something simpler. So and we're also going to be discussing love. What is love? In this video I have some thoughts that I want to share. Just want to bounce it off for people. I want you guys to respond back in the comment section below. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna like I said, be using this palette, COLOUREDRAINE. It's the Vivid Pigments and Shadows, and it's all matte, but it's like a colorful matte palette. You guys can see that. Yeah. So I'm gonna be working with some pinks and purples and red. I saw this look on Instagram, so I want to try and recreate it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two different looks. I'll do the more like dramatic side, and then I'll do the more simpler side with just two shadows. But so I already did my brows, primed my face, jump into it. So what I want to talk about today is love. We're in the season of love, so I'm always thinking about stuff. I'm a big thinker. So I was just thinking about some stuff. I posted something on my Instagram, and I even shared it on some groups. One group that I'm on Facebook, and because I was trying to get what people were thinking about. You know what? Let me put concealer on my eyelid first, because I feel like this palette needs something to stick on. And so I posted that whenever people say that love isn't enough, it just kind of I cringe a little bit. I'm like, oh, love is enough for me. Maybe you're defining love a little differently than I am, and I just went through and I picked out I just what love was to me. So I just kind of did a little I don't know what you call it, where you put words to picture. And then I posted that, and it included like love is forgiving, it's considerate, it's understanding, it doesn't keep record of wrong. There's a Bible passage that says almost exactly the same thing. I can't remember. It's in the somewhere in the New Testament. I would put the quote on the screen. But yeah, but whenever I think of love, that's what I think of. I don't think about love as, oh, I'm so like in my feelings, I just don't. I don't think of love that way. I don't believe love is a feeling. I don't feel it, I just don't. So Party Deep, I'm going to start putting that in the crease. Hopefully it shows up the way I want it to. You know what? Let me use a packing brush. I'm going to pack that color on first before I start blending. There we go. And I was working with this palette earlier. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. And you got to be real, because it's a pigment, so it's a bit small. It's not as creamy as a regular eyeshadow. It's a little stiff. So yeah. So you gotta like be very, you gotta finesse it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, now I'm gonna go and blend around the edges. Yeah, and I noticed that blending these types of shadows, it's a bit more difficult as well, but you just gotta take your time. So anyway, like I was saying, I posted on some group, on one group that I'm a part of on Facebook, and one of the ladies said something like, she insinuated that love is like an uncontrollable feeling, like you can't help it. I don't believe so. I believe that you can help who you love. And I believe that people thinking that they cannot help who they love is what has caused a lot of damage in a lot of people's life. Like your, toxic relationships, the person is not good for you. Your common sense says the person is not good for you, but because you're like, oh, I have this uncontrollable feeling, I can't help it. I can't help but love this person. Yeah, you can. You can absolutely help. Especially when it comes to like relationship. You can definitely help who you love. You can't help who you're attracted to. Chemistry, they're just things that we're drawn to. Which I believe you cannot help who you're attracted to. But attraction, it's a feeling. You can control it. That's what I believe. It's not something that you just like you're at its mercy. Like, oh, I can't do anything about it. And that's why a lot of people say when they're in a relationship that they shouldn't be in, like with a married person. They're like, I just love this person. And then, they're like breaking up a home. People are leaving their spouses because they're like, I can't help that I love this. No, you can help it. You can definitely help it. And I gave the lady an example of like a parent-child relationship. That's another type of love. Parent-child relationship. And this is how I say it. Yes, there's a connection between a parent and a child that is almost unbreakable. It's a deep connection. Something that came out of you. You would be deeply connected to that thing. That aspect, I can see how people cannot help it. But at the same time, there are parents out there that don't love their kids, that are mistreating their kids and, doing crazy stuff to their kids. So the child still came out of them. That just tells me that people are making choices subconsciously, maybe sometimes, Okay, so I'm going to go with Bus Stop. It's like a bright fuchsia. I'm going to put that concentrate that even more in my crease. So the way that I see it is like, no matter what, like I'm married, no matter what my husband does, I'm going to choose to forgive him. I'm going to choose to continue to love him. And it's not a situation where it's like, oh, once you make that realization that, what, this thing is a choice. Loving this person through the ups and downs of life, it's a choice. It's not like, oh, it suddenly becomes easy. It's hard, because guess what? Human beings will hurt you. Relationships are messy because they're messy because it's two people with their frailties, their failures, their insecurities, their fears, their weaknesses, their strength, everything about them. You're bringing those two people together. There's there's going to be friction. There's going to be friction. And I think that going into relationships, having that realistic mentality, that's another thing. As I said, love that is realistic is enough. You cannot put on unrealistic expectations on your relationships and expect that you're not going to have issues. Of course you're going to have issues. You got to be considerate of the other person's feelings. You got to find what makes them tick. And that's the thing that I noticed that we don't do. Even I don't do. I, try to find what makes that person angry and try to avoid it as much as you can. Like in the case of the children situation, like I was saying, I love my son to death. Like, I could probably kill for him. I hope I never have to, God forbid. But I love that little boy. That little boy is my heart. After God and his dad, that little boy is my heart. And so here's what I think. If there ever comes a point, God forbid this ever happens, where he does something that is so despicable, would I stop loving him? I don't think so. I think I would be disappointed. Might chastise him. But I'm still gonna love him. And to me, I believe that I'm making the choice to love him. And what does that look like with parents you know, parents loving their kids, taking care of them, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, you know, or every aspect of that child's life, taking care of them, you know, sacrificing yourself for them in a lot of ways, you know, your time, your career. Sometimes, you know, some people sacrifice their marriage for their kids. I'm not one of those people. I'm not sacrificing my marriage for my kids. I'm sorry. Me and your husband, your dad was here before you came, okay? So you can't be running things. So, you know, but at the same time, you want to do everything that you can, you know, to make sure that these kids are, what's the word? They're contributing members, good contributing members of society, you know. I feel like I want to put a concealer down first. I feel like it would apply way better. All right. I'm gonna put sauce, the red color, right where I just placed that concealer. And that color is very, very red. It's applying a little bit patchy. I'm just going back in, and trying to cover every inch of where I lay down the concealer. It's very patchy. I don't know if it's the concealer that I lay down or what. You know, I think I want to deepen the crease, so I'm gonna go with Pop Smurf. Good? No? Yeah? I don't know. I'm just going in and adding more colors in areas I think I lost a bit of depth. Okay, so on this eye, I'm going to try to use only two colors. I'll use Party Deep and Sauce. So that's the bright pink and the red. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use those just two colors, just to simplify it. So I'm just gonna go with putting Party Deep in my crease. I'm not gonna do a cut crease on this one. I'm just gonna do like a sloppy kind of wash up color. Blend. I can't really talk when I'm doing this. I have to concentrate. Eyeshadow is hard too. Nobody tell me anything. All right, now I'm gonna go in with that red, or just all over the lid. Just keep it simple on this side. Two colors. I'm getting the same problem with this red, and I know that red is usually difficult to work with anyway, so I'm not like, it's pigmented, it's just a bit it's eye maintenance. Yeah, that's what it is. It's eye maintenance. All right, let's go in with that what's it called, that Party Deep again. You know, there's always this discussion that goes on amongst those of us that wear makeup, right? Because apparently there's some men, well, let me not say apparently, there's some men don't like makeup. I don't know why. I'm sorry, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I try to put myself in a situation where, okay, let's say I'm married to somebody that doesn't like makeup. Praise God, I'm not, because I love makeup. I would hope that the person would see that I enjoy this and would just let me be, you know. But at the same time, I would also be considerate of the fact that the person doesn't like makeup. Try to understand why they don't like makeup. See if I can educate them better, change their mind, you know. And, you know, try and find out, okay, what type of makeup does the person actually like? Because they're my partner. You know, I want to consider their feelings and their preferences. That's, you know, I believe that's relationship. I'm not just going to just dismiss their preferences, you know. I'm going to try and understand it, see if I can change their mind. And see if they can understand where I'm coming from too, you know. So I'm going to do that and see if we can find a middle ground. But what I would not do is, I would not give up what I love for my spouse. I'm sorry, but I feel like my spouse should also not expect me to give up something that I love for them. It's something that is not harmful. You know, it's not doing anybody any harm. It's just an expression of art. It's an artistic expression. Something that makes me feel good. Why would you, if you love me, why would you want me to give that up? So to me, it's a two-way thing. You know, I would try to consider their feelings, but at the same time, I would hope that they would consider mine. Plain and simple. And, you know, there are people that they like certain looks. Some men like certain looks. And, you know, there's nothing wrong in, oh, if your husband like red lipstick, well, red lipstick often. There's nothing wrong in that. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong in that. Relationship is give and take. I believe it's give and take anyway. So, gotta give in some areas, you gotta take in some areas, right? Is that how that goes? Anyway, you guys know what I mean. Like, there have been examples where my husband would tell me, hey, babe, that outfit does not look on you. Me and my stubborn self would be like, what do you mean? You look great on me. And I would wear it, right? And a lot of times I've regretted wearing it. I'm like, oh, dang it. I should have listened to him. Because those that know my husband know my husband is like, oh, my husband is a fashionista. Oh, my husband can dress for Africa. He can probably dress you in his sleep. And I'm like, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I can roll out of the house with sweat. What is even sweat safe? Okay, so for those that don't know, I'm Nigerian, right? And there's this, you know, dress that's you know, quote unquote, they say bush people. Anyway, I mean, I don't believe it's bush people. You know, either those like just free gowns or a raw buba. That's like wrapper and blouse. Okay, I don't wear raw buba and I don't wear wrapper. Let me don't come and be thinking like I'm walking around the house looking like an old man. But I do have some dresses, some Ankara dresses, just free dresses that if I wear it, I'm looking like somebody's grandma. But, you know, my husband does not like it. But for me, it's so comfortable. Oh, my life is just ease. I just want everything to be comfortable, you know, no stress. So I just put on whatever and go out. There was one day I wore my boots, this boot. The sole was already lifting. And it's not that I don't have another boot, so I have other boots, several other boots. But for some reason, I just wore it. I just wore it out. Oh, my husband was so angry at me that day. And here I was laughing. I thought it was funny. You know, that's the kind of person that I am, and that's the kind of person that he is. And we've had to, you know, compromise. But yeah, because of him, I started kind of paying attention more to how I dress, you know. And it has helped me, you know. I like how I look when I dress up. It's not that I don't know how to. It's just that I just believe it's a lot of stress. You know, so, you know, that's one area that we've had to, like, compromise. And we're still compromising on. No, but that's love, you know. That's how you make it work. You compromise here, you compromise there. You let this one go, like, okay, this one is not that important. I'm going to just, you know, let it go. Yeah. But I want you guys should comment down below if you agree with me or disagree. Whether you agree or disagree that love is not necessarily a feeling, that it's a decision, it's a choice. It's a willful choice. It's an act of your will, an intention act of your will. Let me know down in the comment section below, and tell me your thoughts. If you disagree, let me know why you disagree. You know, let's have a conversation. I like to hear other people's opinion about stuff. Okay, I think I'm not going to finesse it too much. So we only use 2 colors on this side. I'm going to just leave it. Okay, I'm going to go in with a wing liner. This is an NYC. I really like this wing liner. It's really dark, but the way the brush is, it takes up a lot of product, so sometimes it gets into my lashes, but it gives me the color payoff I want. So what do you guys think? I think I like that wing. Let's try and do something small on this one. What do you guys think? Which side is better? I like this side. But I'm going to go out like this morning. But when I come back, because I have another event to go. I have 2 events today. I have another event at church in the evening. So I think I'm going to take this one out and duplicate. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's it. Let me know which side you would rock. And for those of you that you want something simple, you know, I just use 2 colors, a bright pink and a red. That's it. Simple. And you could even go with just the red. Put the red in, on the lid and then just blend the edges into the crease. And you're good. Simple Valentine Day look, right? You don't need all the fuss that this one had with like cutting the crease and all that extra stuff. But let me put on my foundation real quick. I got this Fresh Wear foundation. That's what I'm going to be using. I've been using it earlier. The color that I got was 535, and that's too dark for me. So let's hope this one is not. I can do this. I want to do this in like 10 minutes. My entire face. Yes, I can do this. I got this. I got this. What? All right, I'm gonna put the red on my lower lash line on both sides. Yes. Oh, I love how that looks. Okay. All right. I'm gonna blend it out with the pink. Very deep. I'm gonna just blend that out. That red. Mascara. I should really use lashes, but as usual, I'm rushing. So no. Oh. Jesus. Go. Using Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I'm sorry guys, I keep moving this way. That's where my mirror is. There's a mirror in front of me, but it's too far away. I need to throw this mascara away, seriously. Like, what do people see in it? I mean, did I get a bad one? Because me, I don't understand. Ooh, girl, you looking cute. I'm sorry. I be feeling myself with makeup on. I mean, I feel myself without makeup on anyway. But with makeup on, I'm like, yes, Temi, you're looking gorgeous. All right. So we're gonna use a really nice pink blush. I'm using this. It's a very cheap blush palette. This is what I used to use in my kit in the beginning. We have grown out of it though. Oh yes, I like that color. Highlight, right? I'm gonna powder my entire face first. So let me just use my powder. I'm just using my Revlon Nearly Naked, just a little bit of powder. Just to set everything in place. I like that L'Oreal foundation. It looks really good. I think it matches me, right? So what else? Highlighter, right? So yeah, guys, just like I said, comment below, you know, what you guys think about what is love, baby. Let me stop. Yeah, comment below what you know, to you, what do you think love is? You know, is it a feeling? Is it a choice? Is it a decision? All right, I want to use this. You know what, we're going for it. I'm using this pink. Yes, I love color so much. And I didn't always love color. I didn't always used to be like a pink girl or even a makeup girl. I didn't care for makeup for a long time. But now, I love it. I love it. You don't want like a lipstick this bright. You can either go with a nude, kind of like this nude. You know, I have several nudes here. I have another one from Revlon. Yeah, so you can go with either of these nudes, or you can even go with a red lipstick. I think a red lipstick would be good for this look as well. But I really love this color. Yes, and this color is Too Tulip to Quit. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. You know what? I'm missing something in my inner corner. I'm gonna put my highlighter, which is Ofra, whatever. Yes, that pulls it all together. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know, like I said, what side you guys like. What side would you rock? They're both equally pretty, you know, but just depending on preference. If you want something simple, you know, you don't want to do any fuss, then you know this eye will be good for you. But if you are more on the dramatic side, yeah, I think this will be very, very pretty. And I like this side because it's different. It's not like the regular, you know, pink, shimmer, the, you know, smoky eye, you know. It's different, so that's why I really like that side. Thank you guys so much, guys, for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe the video before you exit. Okay, don't forget. Okay, and share. We're in the season of love. Love is sharing, so share this video with others. Wrap it in a gift, put a bow on it, and present it to them. This is your Valentine's gift. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful Valentine and happy Valentine's Day.